Hello and welcome to Let Jamie Talk. I'm Jamie in the studio today with Ben and Brett. We're back with our kind of normal setup here, although we did move all the tables and microphones and cameras this morning.
Yeah, we are here. Well, it's hard to go from a 3-person setup back to a 2. I've got to get you back in the right third. Mm-hmm. You know,
I didn't check the angle, but I'm just trusting you
good.
here.
I think it's good.
And
as long as I stay out of your camera.
And nobody can see me, so it doesn't matter.
No, we teased Brett with the camera pointing his direction, and now we...
I actually just turned it back this way.
Now, and your camera's not even on you. What's the matter?
Well, that was Brett's. It's just...
I don't know how people are going to see you. You know,
they do on this camera.
Okay.
Yeah, on the double camera.
All right. Well, you took my screen away. Brett's got his computer back there. He's ready to search.
I'm here for the podcast. I'm just here for my voice, not my face.
You know, we started this podcast thing, and it is hard to wrap my mind around the podcast, I will say, because, I come from the YouTube side of things. And so this whole podcast thing is like, I don't even know. But I guess it's a thing. I don't know if it's going to catch on, podcasting, in general.
Yeah.
It's been catching on for years.
Maybe it is. I don't know. So Brett's got his computer, so he can search the whole world of the internet for any kind of answers that we make up that are false that he can correct us on.
I've got your computer as well.
Ben has 2 computers plus his phone to, I don't know. I don't even think they're on, actually. I think because I can't see the screens. I think they're just for show. And I'm sitting here with no computer, but I did bring my notebook.
You did.
And it even says notebook on the front of it.
Just so you know what it is.
I have, yeah. Well, I went down to Walgreens. I needed a notebook. And as much as computers are great.
You went to Walgreens?
I did.
Why?
I went to Walgreens. Well, I was searching for a good notebook. Okay. Do you want me to finish answering this?
It's at Walgreens.
Where in the world can you buy a notebook?
I have a whole
Bryson City
store full of
you
notebooks.
You have notebooks?
So does my wife.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Yes. Bunches that are better than that.
Okay. Well, I hope so. I mean, this one has been good. And I do like to write with like a really fine Sharpie. And so this has kind of thick paper. I like it to where they don't bleed through.
Thanks for shopping local.
But I got to give a shout out to Dom with Evolve Stone. Because he sent me a case of these little miniature Milwaukee. They're called an Inkzol.
Hold it up to the camera.
Am I holding it in the right?
Yeah,
I can't
camera,
see. You can't. I can't tell. You can't.
Oh, there you go. It's blurry, but it's there.
Okay, there it is. These are actually really nice, smooth writing little. They're like Sharpies, I guess. But I like them. I keep one in my True Work pocket, my Sharpie pocket every day.
I gotta send you some hats for Dom.
Yeah,
he likes. Well, I don't even know if we still have that hat.
Just so you know, those are actually already on your Perkins Builder Brothers merchandise page.
Oh, what's that? The Inkzol?
Yeah, the Milwaukee point marker for little 4-pack.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. They're handy. I use them every day, so I really like them. So I do have my notebook, and the reason I have it is I wrote down some things about what we're going to talk about today as I was having this flood of ideas, of all the things that I need to, that we're going to talk about. And so I thought I just better start writing them down. There's no way I'm going to remember this many things.
Yeah.
But I'm a big note taker anyway. And every night, it's like around dinner time or maybe just after, my mind starts thinking about the next day of work and all the things that I would hopefully not forget to do or people to call. Sometimes it's a whole list. It'll be 10 people that I need to call.
Right.
And they're all important.
We've talked about this sort of checklist thing.
Yeah.
Like with a home remodel, right?
It's a good reminder for anybody else, doing, well, whatever you do. Make yourself some real paper notes. Because, you can do it in your phone.
Yeah.
But then you might forget. I have this thing I put it in the way where I have to see it.
Right.
In the morning.
Well.
And it's kind of sad, too. I'll tell you why. In my kitchen, it's in the kitchen on the bar. All right. So we have like a little raised bar thing.
Yep.
And the idea was that if we build a raised bar, by the way, there's the lower section of the bar and then the higher section where you sit at and
this
eat.
Is at your island.
Yeah, in my house. The raised part would kind of be a little cover for all the clutter that we might have on the backside on the lower level. So you could kind of swipe off the upper level and it could look clean but be totally trashed on the other side. That was my thinking when I built it that way. But anyway, right on the corner of the bar is where I keep my all the little things you need, your keys and your notebook and your mechanical hands and,
right.
A pocket knife and your pen and, all the stuff coming and going. You set your wallet there. See, nowadays people are smart enough in their houses to build a part of your house that's for that.
For the stuff.
Just for that.
It's like a little cubby.
I don't know what it's called now.
Yeah.
But it's
I don't either, but I've got one of the.
You do?
Well, no, I have like a little section that's in my laundry room that's out of sight, out of mind. It's my little section.
Well, that's good for you. Mine's right where everybody can see it. Important bills to pay go there.
Okay.
Ones you're behind on.
Right.
Like my power bill that I forgot to pay in my shop and my power got shut off.
For 90 days. It doesn't just get shut off.
30, 60, 90. Who's counting? I mean,
evidently they are.
I knew there was a bill there. I didn't pay it. They shut my power off. Whatever. It's no big deal. I got it back on though. So I'm happy about that. All right. Well, anyway, I was going to tell you, it's approaching the middle of summer here, I guess. And it's about time for me to go on vacation.
Is it?
It is. And last year, I'm such an idiot. I didn't even take a vacation last year at all.
I thought you did.
Maybe a long weekend trip. But not like the summer beach vacation.
Gotcha.
That didn't happen. Why it didn't happen, I don't know. We just got busy working.
Yeah.
Who knows? So I'm got to make up for it, and we're going this year.
And you decided you were like, it's not worth putting all the kids in the car last year.
Well, sometimes you think about that 8 or 10 hour drive with all your family in the car, and you know that the youngest one, who's only 5, is going to ask, how much longer?
Are we there yet?
Within 15 minutes of leaving. Let's get settled in for a nice long ride, but within 15 minutes, are we there yet? How much longer? I'm ready to get out.
What are the seating arrangements?
Well, me and my wife sit up front, of course. It's a Honda Pilot, and I let her drive a lot.
I was getting ready to ask who drives.
I mean, I do like to drive if I've had enough coffee, caffeine.
Yeah.
But if not, my wife's a great driver. I don't call her Richard Petty for nothing. And, she's a great driver. But anyway, I totally trust her with my life. My kids, Zoe sits in a car seat still. She's right behind the driver's seat. And then one of my boys will sit behind the passenger seat. And then there's a seat way in the back. And Carter usually likes to be back there and kind of, stretch out and have his own little space. But I will tell you, man, fitting all of our stuff in the back for a vacation is not easy.
You got a rooftop box?
Dude, no, I don't, man. I hate them.
Oh, I was going to say, Ben has one if you want to buy one.
It's frustrating to get up on top of the car and get stuff out. That's the only reason I hate them.
You only have to do it twice. When you're packing up. And
it is a good thing. It is a good thing. We've had them growing up, and we took some trips when I was maybe middle school. My family took us out to, my mom and Bob took us out to Colorado and Utah and went to, Arches National Park, and I don't know if that's what it's called, Moab. We went camping. We went all over the place. Went mountain biking also another time with my dad out there. So it's really cool. But we did have a rocket box.
Yep.
I think that was the brand maybe.
Yeah, that's the one that Jono ended up with probably.
Yeah, I think it was the one we did your tiny remodel here. I think Jono got the rocket box that I had when I was a kid that my parents have kept in the yard ever since then to keep random stuff in. It's like a toolbox. I don't know. Probably everybody that's in construction like me, you get toolboxes for your truck, and then eventually you get a new one, and then you can't throw the old one away, and so you put it in the yard. It's a great storage, and then you end up with too many of them and with too much stuff in. The problem is you put stuff in there you don't really need to keep. It's just because you got that box sitting there that you're going to keep something,
right?
And you never open it. I never do. And then when you go to throw it away after 10 or 15 years, you'll find a few little knickknacks in there. You say, oh, that's where that was. I've been looking for that.
And you bought another one to replace it already.
Yeah, I need a new toolbox, by the way. And I need a new ladder rack. We talked about this last week or maybe the week before.
We did. I feel like you're going to keep saying this.
I'm going to keep saying it. I need a new ladder rack.
There's a pattern, Ben.
And I already told you.
Talk about it until it happens.
Right. I tend to recirculate and hit the same things until something changes about that topic. So I'll probably be saying that a lot.
I think you should just build one. I really do.
I
know. We talked about this.
I know. Well, I mean, there's I can't even go there unless you want to go there for a while.
We already did it.
If you want to be there for a while.
I got a question about the notebook.
Yeah.
So I'm good about taking notes, but then I'm bad about going back and looking back at my notes.
Oh no, I'm all over it.
Okay.
I'm all over it. Yeah. Every day. I mean, most of the time I tear out my page for the day. I put it in my pocket.
Oh.
It's usually like
That's a good idea.
Things I can't forget from the house, things I have to get out of my shop, like tools for the day, put it in the truck, and then things I need to pick up at the hardware store, and then people I need to call.
The next time you do the notebook, I want you to come see me Just when you're at the bakery getting a coffee, just be
will.
like, hey, I need a notebook. I'll be like, great, just walk right over here.
Okay.
You know, I have some waterproof ones.
Okay, that's
I have
good.
some other ones that are, you know, I have about 50 different kinds.
That's good. That's a better selection than I saw at Walgreens. But anyway, there's also another kind of notebook I use a lot. It's a 1/4-inch grid paper.
Yeah.
Like you could draw a little house plan on it, you know, or whatever. And my dad used to all the time draw house plans on 8.5 by 11 papers. And if it didn't fit on that paper in 1/4-inch scale, he wasn't going to build it. That was kind of like,
That's awesome.
Every now and then he would tape two of them together with some clear Scotch tape, or something like that. So I don't draw house plans on it, but I do like it for general note taking and drawing sketches.
I've got some of that too. So.
Stuff. You got some of those? So, well, I just ordered some on Amazon because they can't. I used to buy it at Walmart. There was this particular, I think it's Cambridge was the brand, and they always had these dark blue or dark green kind of fake marble looking covers on them.
Yeah.
And I've been using the same notebooks since I was like in high school. Right?
Dedicated.
I mean, we're talking a pretty long run here. And then locally, I've found that they're not available anymore in the store. So I had to go on the internet.
Store?
At Walmart. At Walmart.
That's not local. That's
not
30 minutes
local.
away.
Well, that's as local as I can get with, you know, the special paper that I like. So anyway, I got to get, dude, I'm stressing because I got to get my wife's Pilot to the dealer to get the service done. It's like service due now, the little bing,
You still have to take it to the dealer?
Well, we got the warranty. We got the extended warranty. I paid for the oil changes.
Oh, you paid for
I've already paid for them.
Right.
So
It's included.
I can't go to the shop in town somewhere and pay to have it done because I already paid for it. So I'm paying for it somehow.
Oh, okay.
It's
I got the extended warranty on mine, but it doesn't include oil changes.
Oh, you got the shaft.
Yeah. Well,
For sure. Well, anyway, I wasn't going to bring this up, but since we're talking about it, so I kind of got confronted. I got caught cheating last week. Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. It's a small town. It's bound to happen.
yeah. This is going to be a popular episode.
Yeah.
I just figured out the title.
I mean, I've been sneaking around for a while and hoping that I get away with it, but I went to go get my inspection done, my vehicle inspection at the mechanic that I've been going to for a long time. And the girl comes out. She's the daughter of the owner, and you know she does all the billing and all the phone calling and all this stuff. So I know her pretty well. She comes out of the shop door because I park in front of the shop door. She says, "Hey, we got to talk." And all the mechanics there's like 5 of them. They all stop what they're doing. They're like in a semicircle behind her, and they look at me, and I'm like, "Oh no." She's like, "Have you been cheating on us?" And I just, without even talking, I turned around and I walked back to my truck. I was going to get in and leave. But no, I didn't. I said, "Well, what do you mean by that?" She says, I heard you went over to this other shop and had your thing worked on. And I was like, well, I kind of was like, well, I did.
Small town living.
I did. I came clean.
Mechanic chatter. It's like going to the hairdresser.
Yeah. They were all really interested to see how I would respond to that accusation, and it was true. And I stood up. I took it. I took it like a man.
Yeah,
I did. I spoke the truth. But
are you going to let us know why you cheated on him, or you don't say why, but like what did you have done at the other place? You don't have to say why.
No, it was just it was some clutch work, on my Jeep. My Jeep. Yeah. So
like actual clutch, not the way the young kids use it.
I don't know how the young kids talk anymore.
You have young kids.
I know, but I don't even know what they're saying. They're like POV IRL,
You do the acronyms.
You know what that means?
It's like walking into a hospital.
Well, I don't either.
Point of view, something?
Yeah, point of view. But they use it in the wrong context. They don't even know what they're saying. It's all from the video games.
Oh. In real life.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
POV in real life.
Yeah.
That's
and
right.
There's more too, I'm sure.
Oh, there is.
I'm sure.
You can actually get an app, Jamie, that will tell you what your kids are saying.
No, it'll be like a interpreter. I'll have to have like a
yeah.
You better get
language converter. Well, we're living in scary times.
You're about to that age where you got to start monitoring
times.
or choose whether or not you're going to monitor what your kids are doing online. For sure.
Well, yes, we do the best that we can.
Yeah.
And we threaten them the best that we can.
That sounds scary.
So
Well, we're on a wild goose chase this morning,
Right.
Of topics.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I had one thing about the island. When you
Okay.
have people over to your house, like you talk about this step up that you built, you can hide out. Doesn't everybody just hang out around the island?
It is the gathering place. It seems to be.
It's like, so you can't really hide the dirty dishes.
Not so much. Not so much. And it is our charging
changing table?
area. We do now. I did have outlets added though. Actually, it's one of those things you could do a lot better. 20 years later, when you look at all the things that you would change about your house or whatever, if you designed it yourself and you think, oh, that was stupid, I can't believe I did that. Now, have more ideas now. But anyway, people still see the mess. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day. When I was riding with my brother-in-law around talking about custom homes. Mm-hmm. And it was the fact that, it's a lot easier probably to build a custom home with the Perkins after you've lived in about 15 or 20 homes, let's say. Because you're going to know exactly what you want, and that's what you're looking. Yeah. You're looking for info from people like, where do you want this towel bar holder, and how many outlets do you want here?
Yes.
So if you've only lived in like one house, you may not know the answers to all that, right?
No, probably not.
But if you've moved around a bunch or like had a bunch of different homes, you probably like, I know exactly what I want.
Yeah. I have built for some people that have built many times, and they know the process. They're not scared by it. They're not stressed out so much by it, and they know what they want, and things go, wham bam, nice and smooth. It can still go smooth even if it's your first build, But for me, I've only built myself one house, and I still live there, and so.
I told you I'd trade.
Almost 20 years later. I don't know.
Your wife wouldn't trade, Ben. Your wife loves this house.
I don't know. You got a nice place. I don't know. You might reconsider if you think about it long enough.
Yeah, maybe. You never said where you're going on vacation. You just said beach.
Oh, I'm going to Florida. Okay. Because, here in the summertime, it's not hot enough right now for me. I just love to sweat and get sunburned so bad.
90 degrees.
So I'm going to Florida.
Enough.
Yeah. Panhandle. I think we're going to...
Oh, wait, you did say this.
Panama City. I think maybe I said that. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I got you. You did.
You
did. Yeah, you said this when we were talking to Jason.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
That's right. I forgot because he was. Yeah.
He's saying it's not that hot.
Yeah, he's full of it.
Well, he says he says so much so quick. It's hard to
Man, seriously, you got to go back and rewatch the episode just to catch 90% of what he says.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. That man is 100 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. He was good to have on here. So
he's good to have on the job site. He's good to have on the job site.
Well, we got to get Eric on.
Well, Eric, I don't know how we're going to get Eric.
I don't know that we have. Yeah.
We're going to have to pay him. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, maybe. No, I don't know.
He's going to have to be really bored.
He doesn't get bored.
He doesn't get bored.
That's what I'm saying. To get him to come over.
And I don't get bored either.
I mentioned it to him, a month or so. I'm just going to keep mentioning it.
And did he pretend like he couldn't hear you talking?
No, he said, oh, yeah.
No way.
He said, oh, yeah, go away.
Yeah. There's a thing, this is kind of neat. You can do this. Anybody can do this. This is cool. So when you're on the phone with somebody, this is what you reminded me of this. Some people that I'm friends with started using this tactic on me to get off the phone when they're tired of talking. Uh-huh. And all you have to do is do what they did, and they just say, goodbye, please.
Goodbye, please?
Goodbye, please. Like, let's get off of here. Let's be done.
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
Somebody said that?
Yeah, because I talk pretty long sometimes.
Oh.
You wouldn't know it, but...
I just start acting like it's breaking up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, no, that's good. That's
which is, around here, is totally...
It's all the time.
Rational.
That works if you're on the phone, but if you're in person, that one doesn't work as good.
So they say goodbye, please, in person?
Yeah, goodbye, please. No, I couldn't hear you. I like to say the acoustics are bad. That's what I say. I didn't hear you. When I hear something my wife says I don't want to hear what she had to say, I'll say, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Acoustics are bad in here. What?
Did she like that?
No, I better quit doing that. That's not nice.
Well, I am. I hope you have a good vacation.
I appreciate it.
I hope you get sunburned.
I probably will. I'm as white as I could be if I took my shirt off at the beach.
Oh,
but I'm gonna wear my sunshade shirts. Did you get him the hooded one?
Nope.
I've got to find them because somebody I think put them somewhere for me, and now I don't know where they are. They might be in the console in my Jeep.
We do have a hooded one. Just came in.
Yeah.
Well, I'm all about this. Even the long sleeve.
It's a long sleeve.
I mean, the long sleeve sunshade shirt. You can wear it in the water, right?
Yeah.
UPF protection.
I'm gonna wear a hat and
a big
wide
straw sun hat.
Maybe.
Do you need a new one?
I don't.
I'm not sure we have any, Ben.
Yeah, we do. Oh, unless you sold them. I mean,
I might need a new one. Yep. So I did get a True Work one though. I just got a True Work little hat.
That's
like
good.
that.
You can wear that one.
It's pretty cool. It's like blue and black and white camo.
Maybe you can run over with a lawnmower.
We know.
Does it have a strap?
It does have a strap, and
but you won't wear the strap, so does it fit right?
I had to use the strap because I went tubing down Deep Creek yesterday, and I wore it, and I didn't want to lose my hat.
You went tubing?
I went tubing, with my son and a bunch of his friends, and old buddy of mine from high school.
Are you going to explain what tubing? Are you going to explain what tubing is? Ben, you want to pull up a picture of tubing?
Yeah, I'll tell you what tubing is in Deep Creek in Bryson City. So it's like a little bit of a whitewater, not rafting tubing. It is, but there are all these tubing companies, I guess, right outside the park, and they rent you like inflated tubes.
The park is the Great Smoky Mountain National Park.
Yeah, there you go. Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and you ride your tube down the river, the creek. I mean, wow, I'm good at talking. So Deep Creek is a really cold creek. I don't know why they called it Deep Creek. They should have called it Cold Creek.
And, there we go. It's up.
There we go. That's is that Junie Wank? No, what's that waterfall? Tom Branch Waterfall. A lot of people come and go hiking.
Oh yeah.
Just to go like look at these waterfalls, and they're little short hikes, and they're not really that difficult. So
yeah. Well, you park down here at the parking sign.
There you go.
Surprise, surprise. And then you can tube all the way, that little red dot.
That's it. 0.7 miles. You have to walk up a little dirt gravel road. 0.7 miles, carrying your tube.
Right. And this upper section before that bridge is like the most exciting.
And I'm going to tell you about that real quick because now when I was a teenager, we used to, we'd go swimming and we'd go tubing.
Yeah, here.
And this road or trail that you walk on, it's actually a Forest Service kind of road. It's very accessible.
National Park.
What, is that right?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even know the difference.
It's okay.
You don't have to explain.
You're just living. Livin. So just so you know, Deep Creek, it's the probability for the name comes from its relative deepness of the creek versus surrounding creeks.
Okay.
I know, right?
Now there are some deep spots. There are some deep spots, and when let's say how deep? Maybe 7 feet.
Yeah,
maybe 8 feet at the deepest point. It's like the Mariana Trench of Deep Creek.
Yeah,
the 8 foot.
That's a deep creek.
It is. I guess it is. Given it's maybe compared its.
At that one swimming spot you're talking about, that's I'd say it gets about that deep.
Yeah. So we used to when we were kids, we'd go swimming up there. It's super cold. It's only good to swim like in the hot of the summer, I think. And a lot of people, I guess it's a tourist kind of thing, but a lot of locals do it too.
Yeah.
And so you were talking about the rapids in the first part there. I think maybe the first rapid that you go through, there's a steep drop off on a rock. Maybe you go down maybe 3 feet, and then a lot of people flip over there.
And it has a name.
Is it? What is it?
I mean, we've always called it Devil's Dip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Now, there's another Devil's Dip
there is.
in the Tuckasegee, I think.
Well,
yeah.
It's common. I mean,
whatever. Well, when we were kids, we'd see people flip over and they would lose like their glasses and they would lose like personal items and things like that. And
so a lot of times it flips you backwards.
Yeah, backwards. That's right.
It catches the back of your tube.
And it's deep enough you don't usually hit your head, but it's pretty rough right there. So the water, you lose your tube, and you're swimming, then your tube's gone. Then what do you do?
You're done. You're done.
I mean, people don't know what they first get in, they think, oh, this is going to be nice and relaxing or something. Then boom, they flipped over, they're upside down, they're freezing cold, their tube's gone. Then what? I don't know what. Well, we used to go in there with goggles and like a little snorkel setup, and we'd go underwater and find everybody's like sunglasses and pocket knives and whatever they lose. I don't know. I'm sure people find all kinds of stuff now, like phones. And
why don't you take your boys up there and do that?
We should. I actually really should do that. I need to buy some new goggles.
We sell them.
So you sell goggles? No way. I was going to go to Walgreens.
I'm sure you were.
Well, anyway, so I was with a group of kids, and I knew that, hey, listen, these kids don't know what's going to happen if they go off this thing. They're just chilling, like they have no clue what could happen when they flip over. And so I took it upon myself to be the good guy, and I stopped above the rapid, and I was standing in the water. It's about, a little over knee. It's mid thigh. Is that
Sure.
Yeah. And it's pretty swift, but I was standing there to catch the kids and shove them to the side to where they go down the part where they won't flip.
The good side.
Yeah. So, but there was also a lot of other people that I didn't know there. Where they were coming down, totally random strangers. I'm standing in the middle of the creek. I'm like, hey, do you want to flip or do you want me to push you over 5 feet and you won't flip? I give them the choice real quick. Think fast. If you don't think, I'm going to get out of the way. I'm not going to do whatever. But everybody that I said that to chose the not flip option.
Okay.
And I gave them a polite little shove in the right direction and they went on down and they thought it was great. The one guy that I skipped, because he was, I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I just let him go. I was like, I'm just going to get out of the way. He flipped. He
Nice.
did, but he got recycled a few times too.
There you go.
Did he
If you're
lose
ever
his
looking
tube?
for a summer job, there it is.
Did he lose his tube?
Yeah, he did, and he had like a waterproof pack and like a pouch he was holding on to. That all, it was bad. Yeah, poor guy.
Yard sale.
Yeah, and then I talked to him later though. We stopped in this little pond area or a calm area, big swimming hole. I think they call it Big Rock.
Yep.
Big nice.
Before the washing machine.
Yeah. Is that what the next one is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this guy, I talked to him a little bit, and I made a comment about him flipping over. He was good in good spirits about it. But I said, "Man, you look like Robin Williams." I said, "Do you get that sometimes?" He said, "Yep, all the time." I said, "Golly, even his smile, his teeth, and everything look just like him."
I think, and don't let the names fool you. I mean, if people have ever tubed this river, the names are much more ominous than the actual rapid.
Yeah. It's not that
Just
bad.
strike fear
It
in the audience.
It's not extreme, but some people may find it
Oh, I mean, if you're
terrifying.
if you're a kid, or
Yeah.
even, I mean, I
And
guess
it depends
an
on the
adult,
flow of the river.
And, I mean, we grew up with it, so it's not that.
Yeah. There's no safety lifeguards.
Nope.
There's rocks and slippery, slimy
At your own risk.
algae on the rocks. There's tree branches and logs and
Strainers.
strainers. There are strainers. I don't know that the park does. Is it the park?
It is.
All right.
The park.
I don't
service.
know that the park is responsible to or wants to or is required to do anything to maintain that section of the creek for tourism purposes.
I mean, I have friends that work for the Park Service, and they will, if it's a big tree that's like totally blocking everything,
Right.
they'll get it out. But as far as the Park Service goes, and unless it's changed, they do not condone tubing. So they don't like sanction it. It just sort of
You're
happens.
using big words here.
Yeah.
You may have to bring it down a notch.
They know that it's happening, but
Yes.
they're not like, please come do this.
Okay.
So it's like, it's a definitely do it at your own risk. It's a weird gray area, I guess. Cause
So
they're
it's
like,
not illegal,
right.
but it's not
I guess it would be if they said, stop doing this,
interesting.
but they don't say either. They don't
Well,
say, come do this, or they don't say
I've been
stop.
tubing here. My daddy tubed here. His daddy's tubed
Right.
here. I think we're grandfathered in.
Right.
I think we're good.
You can,
Until you're not.
but there's other, I mean, you can't, I mean, if you go to Indian Creek Falls and like started tubing that, they would probably say something.
Right. Well,
But
because
there's
you
no,
might
there's
die.
no, I mean, there is a sign that says no tubing past this. So they're at least saying like,
Yeah.
you can do it safely from here on.
Right.
Yeah.
But they also, that you can't mountain bike past a certain point.
That's right.
It's the same kind of thing. Well, no, it's not the same thing because they actually do sanction mountain biking in that area
On
where they
certain
don't
trails.
in other places. So
Right.
it's even less than mountain biking.
Okay. The park has their own rules. They can make their own
they
rules, I
definitely
guess.
have their-
Well, I was going to say too. You know this probably already, Ben, but when I was in high school or before I had a vehicle, I guess maybe slightly after too. So maybe when I was 13, 14, 15, I worked at one of these what we call the tube centers. Where they rent you the tubes. It's outside the park. And right at the edge of the park. I
Yep.
mean, and so my job was to sit at a picnic table, which is right beside the road, and I would wave at everybody that drove by.
Yeah.
Your job, and they all wave at you. So if you go up there and you're not tubing and you don't know what's going on, but there's people on both sides of the road just waving at you, you might think, what is this? This does not make sense. But what they want you to do is you'll see how friendly they are because they're waving. And then
Right.
you might pull
Choose
in,
them.
yes, and rent a tube from them. And it's like $5 or $8 to rent a tube for the day, and they have different kinds.
Well, those two were right by each other, right near the park. Mm-hmm. And now they're owned by the same person, so...
Well, that makes more sense.
Yes.
I worked at the one called Deep Creek Tube Center, I think it was.
Yep, that's what...
And
I feel like there's several...
Just so you know, if you're going to go more than once, you can buy a tube from us too, Jamie.
oh, yeah, no way.
Yeah.
You sell those? Wow.
But then you have to maintain it yourself. Did you tie tubes when you
Yeah,
were
I
there?
used to.
Because
Yeah.
they were different tubes back in the day.
Yeah, tube technology's come a long way for the tourist tubing industry in Deep Creek. When I was a kid, they used tractor trailer inner tubes, like the black real. I mean, this smelled like a tire shop, and they would get holes in them periodically, and we had the like patching and the vulcanizing machine in the back, and we would. It was a real operation. Then there was wooden seats, like of plywood, and then there were plastic seats, of course. And those were more expensive to rent a plastic seat because you wouldn't get splinters in your butt, and that's an upgrade.
But you had to tie those in.
That's right. Yeah, we use rope, and you have to have a certain number of ropes. I don't know, 8 or so. I think it was 8 ropes around each tube connecting the seat into the. Or you could rent one without a seat, but that would be stupid.
Yeah,
because it's pretty rocky in the river in the creek. And you would definitely find some rocks with your bottom side.
But it was much different carrying those, almost a mile from your car.
Yeah, they were heavy. They were heavy. And I would see people just dragging them up the gravel road, and I'm like, wow.
And people would try to roll them.
Yeah, roll
But
it.
they were tied, so it wasn't like it's like...
It didn't roll smooth.
It didn't roll super great because it just depended on how they were tied. You might have a big bump here or not. So, yeah.
Yep. So now they're all like fancy pink and blue and red and yellow tubes.
Like a.
We're gonna have to get Jamie with a GoPro or some other.
One tubing? Oh, why didn't you? You didn't video it. Did you?
I didn't video it. I left my phone in the truck out of fear that I would lose it and some kid would find it and keep it. So,
God forbid you actually just spent time with your kids on a.
I know.
Well, he was with all his friends. He didn't want to spend time with me.
Oh, well, there you go. That's why you were the bumper.
That's right. I was a safety guy,
Yeah.
Whatever.
We could have had a carnage reel of that guy losing all of his stuff.
Hey, you could sit there with a camera and just film people pouring over that thing and just flipping.
Absolutely.
I mean, that might be entertaining, actually.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Pretty good idea.
The park probably doesn't allow that.
We can go mountain biking one day and just stop for 20 minutes and record people.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, well, that was a lot about Deep Creek.
That was a lot about a lot.
I mean, it's important though. And a lot of, when people come to Bryson City, that's got to be top 2 things that people say go do, because anybody can do it. Not the tubing, not necessarily the tubing part, but like it's a beautiful place to just go hike.
Yep,
3 waterfalls. You're going to get really impactful, Bryson City, Great Smoky Mountain National Park, vacation time in a small little, 5 minutes from town.
True. Yeah. And if you got little kids, we used to take our kids up there just to play in the water where it's calm and you can throw rocks, little rocks. And
kids don't care that it's cold?
No, they don't care at all. They love it. It's a relaxing time. You hear the rushing sound of the creek and it's nice and peaceful. I like it a lot. Also, I spent a lot of time. I don't want to say sentimental or anything. It's just a part of this area. The Deep Creek area has been a long time part of my life, right? Because I grew up here, but also I had cross country practice there. That's where the Swain cross country team practices, is on that same road / trail that you hike to go tubing. And so, for I think 7 years I ran a total, starting in 6th grade.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time running up and down that road.
Right. And so did your dad.
Yeah.
Or biking. He's probably put in a million miles plus on Deep Creek.
Yeah.
Still does.
Still does.
Yeah. And now my son is running cross country and doing the same thing.
And my daughter did it.
Generational.
There's generational sweat in that Deep Creek dirt.
I guarantee it.
Generational Perkins sweat.
Yep. There you go.
That's the legacy right there.
Oh, wow.
I think we should probably get into the meat and potatoes.
That's good. I got a long list
of what you were like. Let's talk about this stuff.
Okay. All right. You gonna say it? You want me to say it?
I want you to say it.
You want me to say it?
You say it.
You can ask yourself the question.
All right. I hope this is the right topic for today.
Well, because you started thinking about this, I think, while your wife was out of town.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Look, here it is. Stuff you need to do at your own house that gets put off forever. Right. That you never fix.
Just like general maintenance.
Maintenance stuff. Yeah. Stuff that just gets away from you because you're busy working, and the cobbler's kids never have shoes, right?
Like
Talk about fancy words.
Like forever, or like just what feels like forever.
I don't know. That's hard to distinguish between the two. I
guess it's forever until it's not.
All right. So I made a list of my personal things. Like if I could just knock this list out, I would be caught up at my house.
Yeah.
With maintenance stuff that I'm getting behind on.
Right.
And I build other people's houses, of course. And so that makes fixing things at my house even harder.
I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited about this. This is actually the first time you've came with notes.
I thought you were gonna say prepared. I think that was the word you were gonna say. Prepared. I'm gonna drink some of this nasty black tea real quick here. And
what's in the cup this morning?
It's black tea. It's
Is the tea bag in the thing?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's in there floating around.
You know what I found out? For the audience. Does it out there in the world? Do you leave the tea bag in, or do you take it out after it's done? I don't leave it in.
You don't leave it in? Mm-mm. Well, you must have more time on your hands than me. Because
it's a time thing.
When I make tea, the reason it's in there is because I don't have time to wait the right amount of time and then take it out.
3 minutes.
No, I don't have that kind of time. See? Now, you also got to get a spoon dirty because you got to scoop the tea bag out of there and squeeze it and get all the good concentrated amount of tea dyed water out of the bag. Mm-hmm. And then you got to throw it away. Well, the problem is, if I leave a tea bag in a cup for a little while, we'll just say, then, you know what fruit flies are?
Yeah.
Okay. If you like cut a banana open, let's just say you just want a half a banana, which sometimes I use only a half a banana, like in a protein shake or something.
You don't put it in the fridge?
Well, I do now. I need to. And my wife would recommend that because the dang fruit flies, where do they come from? It doesn't matter where you are or where the flies are or whatever. If you have a half a banana,
they come.
There they are. Mm-hmm. And then, so the other day, actually, this was while my wife was gone, in the kitchen, I would come in the kitchen and like turn on the sink and the water. And, I didn't have all the dishes done. Okay. I'm just, by myself for a couple days. And I was like, where's these fruit flies? That's a tongue twister. Where's all the fruit flies coming from? There's no bananas out here. There's no food. There's no nothing. It's all, there's nothing for them. And then I realized they were in my coffee cup. They wanted the tea bag.
Right.
It was a tea bag in one of the cups, and I didn't see it because the lid was on it still. And they like it.
Have you ever made a trap?
We've tried that.
Oh, yeah, it works
with vinegar and a piece of paper.
Don't do it. I mean, you just like make your own concoction. Like a little bit of leftover wine works really well. They like sweetness. Okay. So you throw some red wine in there.
I'll have to borrow a glass of wine.
But you have to put in a little bit of dish soap to break the surface tension.
Okay, right.
So that they drown.
A surfactant.
Drowning.
Drunken fruit fly.
Yep. It works.
Wow. It's a good way to go.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Or an old yogurt container. I've done it with those.
Okay.
Like, take that and cover it with saran wrap.
Okay.
Poke a few holes in it.
Yes.
Dude.
So they get in and they can't get out.
They can't get out.
It's like a bee trap.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll try that. But I think what I'm gonna try to do is not leave any tea bags in my.
You can do that too.
In my mugs. All right, so I'm gonna read my list here. Now we
Back
can
to
either
the notes.
We can either just go down the list and I can talk about these different things that need done, or I could just read the list.
No.
It's a pretty long list. Because if I go one by one, this is gonna take a while if we just go one item at a time.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, how about I pick and choose here?
Well,
you want me to pick and choose?
Okay. Well, at some point I'm going to read the whole list.
You're going to read the whole list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know. Just let him read it. Just let him read
the whole list.
But how are we going to pick what we want to talk about?
Then you can pick.
Okay.
What
I haven't even read it all.
What might be interesting to talk about?
Okay.
I wonder how many of these things are going to be like Ben's too, or mine, or like if they're the same kind of list. But go ahead.
They can't be too different, I would think. Now, what stinks is that I thought now that I've actually made this list, that means that my wife knows that I'm aware of all these things, and that there might be some expectations, or she might think, "Oh, good, he's making a list of things that he's going to fix." But no, I'm just making a list of things to talk about.
Well, she said she didn't listen to every episode.
I know. She doesn't have time for that. So, all right, here we go. All right, I need to replace the wooden non-code passing handrail that goes into my basement down the steps with a nice metal handrail that's actually easy to hold on to. Because the wooden one that's there, it just make you think you could hold on to it, but it's not a grip. It's not a good grip shape.
But it's not going to pull off the wall.
It'll never come off the wall.
Gotcha.
But it needs to. Yep. Okay. I need to kill the weeds in my driveway. This is a problem I'm having. I've been researching weed killer that's like pet safe, and I don't, my cats or whatever, not worried about them too much, but people friendly weed killer. Okay.
Yep.
Because, I can't stand weeds in my driveway, and I have a lot of them. I like my gravel to be clean. And I don't want to be pulling weeds every 2 seconds.
Right.
All right.
Didn't you try some bleach?
I did, but I need a little more concentrated bleach deal. Yeah.
Huh.
All right. Now I'm kind of explaining each one, so maybe I'll, we'll go quick and then lights in the basement. Okay. My basement is half wood shop and half storage, right? So the storage is partly wood, lumber, all the materials that I keep in my shop for building projects. And the other half is like personal family storage, like shelves full of, stuff, winter clothing, things like that. So I have lights in the basement, but they're old fluorescent lights.
Yep.
I got them for free. Actually, when I built the house, I have jackpot. Somebody was getting rid of a bunch of 4-foot fluorescent lights. They're the oldest kind with the bigger diameter bulbs, and they have the what's the transformer part called in a fluorescent light?
Yep.
Ballast.
It's a ballast. That's
now,
it.
usually, that's for keeping a boat from sinking, but they help with lights too. So I've been converting the old ballast to the new ballast type that are smaller with a different bulb. I gave up on that because it's just always, every time I turn around, there's a light out.
Really?
And I'm like, well, is it the bulb or is it the old one with the ballast? And then I got to take it apart. I don't know. I just got tired of that. So I did finally buy some newer type of, I don't know if they're LED or if they're still fluorescent.
Got to be LED.
But yeah. I don't know. I don't know that they might still be fluorescent. But fluorescent has come a long way in 20 years. Don't you think?
So far, it's going out.
It is.
I don't know.
You do have to be careful, though, with some of those LEDs, the way they function if you're going to be doing videoing.
Oh, yeah.
Because they'll just sit there and flicker.
They flicker.
Yeah.
Especially slow-mo. You cannot take a good slow-mo.
Yeah.
What about fluorescent? I don't think you can in fluorescent either.
Maybe not. I don't know.
All right. And I don't know the real technical thing about it, but if you ever wonder why does that happen, it's because your electricity is on a 60 hertz cycle in America anyway. And your frame rate of your camera, whether it's 30 frames, 24, 30 frames a second, it interacts with the 60 cycles per second from the lights, and you get this weird strobe looking thing. So, but they do make special LED lights that play nice, right? With
maybe
cameras.
you should get those.
I should. At some point, we had a sponsor that was interested in doing lights for us, but
in the new workshop.
Yeah, but I never. So, and then in my other workshop, this is not the house, but this is on the imaginary list, is that I bought these 8-foot long LED light strips for my shop, and I put them every 4 foot on center down the whole length of the shop, like 40 feet long. So I put a ton of them in there, and it's super bright. I was like, wow, I can see finally. It was amazing. But now they're all starting to go out. Like one whole light went out here, one whole light there. This one's flickering. This one, half of the LED bulbs are out, and they were pretty cheap. Okay. They were not really that expensive. And so I'm like, wow, do I keep buying replacements of this exact type and continue to prolong the, I have this type thing, or just tear them all down and put really good regular new lights in?
How about have you looked into like the hexagon style,
I know what you're talking about, but no, I have not looked into them.
You can like daisy chain them together.
You can make the whole ceiling a light.
Yeah, they come in like 3-foot sections. You just kind of just connect them all the way around in whatever shape you want. Know that. Whatever. Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I haven't done it either, but I've thought about it for my garage.
Where do you get them?
Jeff.
I mean, you can buy them on Amazon, but I wouldn't guess. I don't know how quality, right? Like, I don't know what happens if one of the sections burns out. I don't know. Is it work like Christmas lights? I don't know. Yeah. So maybe somebody out there can have a comment, because I have looked at them, but I'm not researched it enough.
Yeah.
To know.
Christmas lights. I literally probably could just get Christmas lights and hang them everywhere in there.
I mean,
okay, let's move on. Okay, I have lights that are coming apart.
We'll come back to lights, because that's a good one.
I have still brand new lights in the box that I haven't put up yet, and that's one of my day off projects.
Okay,
that I'm like, it could happen. It could happen today,
right?
But it might not. Might not. All right, I need to clean out the gutters. Who doesn't need to clean their gutters? I have gutter guards. Yeah, I do. But guess what? The kind of guy still catches leaves on top of the gutter guard. They get stuck right there.
Yeah.
I don't need to clean mine.
You don't have them.
I do have them, but they're only 7 feet off the ground.
But he only cut 100 trees away from his house. Yeah. That's why he doesn't.
But they're also only 7 feet off the ground. So I walk around with one of those little upside down, leaf blower things.
You've got the snorkel looking up.
When it's dry, I blow them right out.
Well, good for you. You can reach your gutters.
Well, I just have a low house. I have a low ranch style house. It's way easier.
I understand what you're saying, because that happens right here outside this window. Yeah. Is the gutter guard that got put on? Yeah. Literally, that tree above it just catches those wet leaves, and it just makes this ramp for the water to go right off. Mm-hmm. I
don't know what's the answer.
Splatters the mud up on the house.
A low house and no gutter guards.
I do not. But then
disagree. It's constant. I mean, it's constant. I mean, in the fall, man, I'm cleaning them every week, because otherwise it's no good.
I'm thinking about taking this section off.
Yeah.
Just because I think the leaves are small enough to actually, because it's just like a Japanese maple.
You do whatever you want.
I will.
Well, I think cleaning gutters it's not that bad when you finally get the motivation up to do it. Mm-hmm. But it's one of those things, when you think about doing it, you think, oh gosh, I'll clean the gutters. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's a dreadful task.
It's not that bad.
I know, but once you start doing it, it's like, oh, this is not so bad.
Do you get up on I get up on my roof over there and just walk around.
A ladder.
Yours is a little too steep, probably.
Part of it, the top part, I don't know how I'm going to get up there.
Right.
I haven't been up there since I built the shop building
for that. Ben has a 1-story house too. Everybody knows. Just he's not walking around 20 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm. It is 20 feet.
All right. Well,
at the peak.
Moving on here, I need to stain my decks.
I have to go across though.
I got you.
Yeah.
Sorry. You need to stain your decks?
I need to stain my decks, or replace wood decking with composite decking.
The covered decks.
Yeah.
The screen. Are they screened in?
No.
Oh, okay. You need to screen them too. Put that on there.
Actually, and I will just add this. I want to expand my the deck right off my living in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Dining.
Yeah.
I want to add another section.
Why don't you can you not just make a deck where you can connect the two? Because off where your dining room table is, there's no deck. That's where the big picture window is.
That's right.
Like if you build a deck there, could you just connect it to the other two decks?
Yeah, I could. And maybe I could build a step down deck. I did something really weird and wacky in my own house. And what it is I lowered the floor in the living room. Yeah. Sunken living room. Mm-hmm. And it's nice because
it's cozy.
Well, thank you. I think it is too. I like it a lot. It's got a 9-foot ceiling there. That's it. Actually, it's 14 inches lower. So there's one step, but it's 7 to the step and 7 down to the floor.
Right.
It's a 14-inch drop from 8 feet. So a little over 9 feet. It feels nice because the room is bigger. I wanted a taller ceiling. I think the scale of the size of the room and the height of the room was such that it was going to feel low, given that it was kind of a big room. And it's not even that big. It's 16 by 20, my living room. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, I didn't sink the deck, though, that's attached to it. So when you're
up above. Right?
Yeah, when you're sitting in the living room and you look out the deck, it seems higher because it is.
Yeah.
But it didn't make sense to me to drop the deck either, and then I did a weird thing. So that's what it is. And I have never seen another house like that.
I've never noticed.
Until
you just said that.
Yeah. That's because nobody's ever on the deck.
No, I've hung out on the deck. I've hung out in the living room.
Yeah.
I probably would have if I had ever seen somebody outside while sitting in the living room.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I have.
Well, it's a weird feature.
It's pretty funny.
I haven't been in a lot of houses with a sunken living room like that or anything. I just thought this would be cool. I think I'll like it. And I did it.
Yeah.
And
you should have done it with the dining room table. That way you didn't have to have chairs.
Okay. I don't know. Bench seat. Well, if I could do it again different, I would change that somehow. I don't know what I would do, whether I would just do the whole bottom level at 9 foot, and so that I had that higher ceiling that I liked without a drop. And I've thought about actually tearing my deck off and dropping it. But I will say there is a nice view out there too. Mm-hmm. From the living room, if you look out the windows, there's 2 windows. They're like 5060s or something like that, sliding windows. But it's not the kind of living room where the view is the main focus, right? Mm-hmm. So because you're looking through the furniture and the handrails,
right,
are a little bit in your view.
No, anyway, I mean the view is the fireplace, and it's
the focal
comfortable
point,
sitting living room.
Yeah,
you do have a phenomenal view, though.
It's a good view. I sit on the porch to enjoy the view.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
not in the afternoon.
Moving on. I need to clean the disposal in the sink, the kitchen sink.
You've talked about this
now, and sometime we're gonna make a little video because I have a little technique for cleaning the disposal, which is, I think, a good thing to do. The disposal can start to stink after a while because you know what its job is to mulch up all your leftover food and sit there in the dark.
Yeah.
So
it's to create food
now you're
flies.
talking about down in the disposal itself, or like down in the drain to the blade of the disposal, or
in the mulching chamber,
which is
of the
connected to the bottom of the sink.
Yes. There's the little rubber guard thing, the little
down in there,
yeah, below that, down in the it's about a foot down, and maybe not a foot, 8 inches down in there. Yeah, so I'm going to teach you how I like to clean it. Not going to say it right now.
No, don't give it away.
That'd be a spoiler.
Hey, wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
And not to go outside topic, but is there a rule about having what the heck? I'm drawing a total blank. Septic and
okay. I don't know if there's a real hard rule about that, but I don't think people recommend you have a garbage disposal if you have a standard septic system.
Yeah,
because you might put more just food in there that's going to go in your septic tank as a solid, and it's not going to be going away anytime soon. It's going to be there.
Yeah.
And so I guess eventually the bacteria decomposes your solids in your septic. You're supposed to get your tank pumped like every 5 years. Do you know that? You got city.
I'm on city. And actually city does, it's actually better for the city system if you use a disposal and send, organic matter down to the plant, because
they need some.
The bugs like to, we call them the bugs, but they're not bugs necessarily. But we say the bugs like to eat. So
send them something to eat.
Send them something to eat.
Okay. Well, we don't do a compost pile or anything like that, So I just send everything down the disposal that can go down there. Pretty much. Yep. All right, then. So that'll happen sometime. That'll be fun.
I feel like you've been saying that for like 4 weeks.
And it still is true. It's just as true now as it was then. All right, the whole soft wash thing, I get mold on my house, probably everybody does, or it gets dirty, dusty, you have a gravel driveway, so there's dust. Every time we drive to the house, there's a cloud of dust, if you will, that is going to stick to my house, and it has to be washed periodically. So just washing the house in general with that house cleaning spray.
Right.
That's the thing. Sweep the chimney. I have a wood-burning fireplace.
How often should you do that?
Well, I hear you're supposed to do it every season, every year.
Season, yeah.
And I have not done it as much recently.
Do you sweep your own?
Yeah.
I feel like he's embarrassed to say how long it's been.
Yeah, I'm not going to say. But I do burn wood for heat, but not it as I don't rely on it 100% because I have, a regular heat pump with a gas backup propane furnace. All right, so that's really what it is. But I do like to burn wood, and it just really gets it nice and warm in there.
Let's just say you haven't done it this season.
Okay, that'll be true. That is a true statement. So that's on my list. Got to do it. And I hope that's on other people's list too, if you burn wood for heat, creosote, all that. House chimney fires. Be careful. Good. All right, then. I need to repaint the rooms. My house is, again, built in 2007, 2008 maybe. Mm-hmm. Somewhere in there. For the most part, I have all original paint in the house.
Yeah. Wow.
Basically have not maybe repainted 1 or 2 rooms. My daughter's room, repainted that. Laundry room.
Did you let her pick?
Pink. It's a light pink with a white trim below the wainscoting. Chair rail. It's really cute. Gray curtains. My wife picked out everything. She made it look cute.
Well, evidently she picked the right colors the first time too, because you haven't had to change them.
Well, yeah. In general, the house is. We didn't go. Let me say this: we use pretty neutral colors,
right,
for the most part.
Yeah, and you think, well, I mean, just use as an example. You think that's a good
builder's
advice,
beige.
for people building a home is the more neutral you go, like maybe the more the less often you'll have to change it.
I think so. People want to make these bold paint color choices because the problem is, from what I see, people really get inspired by watching HGTV shows where they have fancy interior designers and they pick all these really bold colors, but they are paint color picking experts,
right?
And it looks good, Wow! And you say, I want to do that at my place. Well, I don't know what color they used, or I want a different color, and so you pick some wacky off the wall color that doesn't look good. It looks like a kid's jump house or a bouncy house or a some sort of tropical fish tank color inspired interior.
Yes,
we've done that for people. We tell people pick your paint colors and we paint it during the build. And I have painted some that I walked away saying, "Wow, this is so ugly. I can't believe it." And I tell people too, they're of course free to pick any paint color that they like, but I tell them, don't ask me my opinion of it though, or I'll be tempted to lie to you to tell you that I like it, or if I do or don't. But really, my opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah,
whether I like it or not, because I'm not going to live in it.
I mean, HGTV does have way more resources when it comes to that.
They do.
And I think a lot of times people don't realize that some of that stuff is just like set furniture. Like I'm just saying, they may just do this build, paint this wall, and have this perfect furniture that matches for that.
Just for the show.
Just for that. And then it's like all that goes
They take
away.
it out. Yeah, probably.
So it's like...
Yeah, I would recommend one neutral-ish color, and then as you decorate or as you live there, you might feel like, oh, okay, now I think I know what color. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. There's a lot of decisions to make building a house.
We stayed pretty neutral with ours, and we haven't had to change it.
Well, there you go.
Worked out so far.
Okay.
You have painted the outside, though.
I did paint the outside. Repainted. Is that what you mean? A different color? Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I can tell you the color too. We had a color on the outside of the siding. It was called Wicker Basket. I probably said this before.
Maybe.
And it has a purple. It had a purple twinge to it.
So that's the original color.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't like it. We never liked it from the start. We picked the wrong color.
How long did it stay that way?
15 years. And then I finally said, we should paint the outside of the house. And so we did. We picked a greenish kind of color now.
Do you have shakes?
There are some cedar shakes on the gables on the front.
Real cedar?
And they're dark brown. There were the panel pieces where the little shakes are nailed or glued to a piece of plywood. So you put them up and,
you have to do anything with those?
Just restain them darker. They're going to get darker every time you stain them, though.
How often do you do that?
Every 15 years. All right. So I need to repaint maybe the interior. Well, and part of the problem is like there's a few dents and dings in the drywall now, like where the paper's torn off. In my stinking cats, if there's a little flap of paper hanging off
they just grab it.
The thing, then they'll just tear it and they just keep tearing it. It's terrible.
Boom,
all right.
boom. Dude, there it is.
Terrible. I need to fix that so my cats will leave this stupid thing alone. And I still have the original paint, like the cans of paint. I think I still have touch-up paint. It might be petrified now in the can down there or solidified.
Well, then you can throw it in the dump.
I could. Yeah, that's right. You're not supposed to throw wet paint in the dump. All right, repaint the rooms and the trim. I used a color. I used a retro white on my ceilings and my trim. So that means it has a little yellow in it. Okay, it's not a bright, brilliant, ultra pure white.
Smoker's white.
It's oh gosh, it's a little bit of that. It's like
I was going to say.
What is this tape on the camera, Sam? What do you call that kind of tape?
That's masking tape.
Masking tape, like old school masking tape color. That's kind of the color it is, a little bit. But you would never know it though, unless you looked at it next to something that was white. It's like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you don't realize your teeth aren't super white until you get...
It's like, your teeth and my teeth.
No, I don't know.
You have pretty white teeth.
Well, I appreciate that. I try.
I drink a lot. I drink too much coffee.
Well, no, you don't.
But your house is... Well, I say, I don't know. You haven't gotten there yet. What color are the walls in your house? So
they're mostly like a beige.
Right. So you can't tell the difference.
No.
To the trim.
There's nothing to compare it to.
Contrast.
No, it's not.
Yes,
but I started repainting the trim with a true white kind of color, and then where I stopped, and then it switches from. You can tell.
I've got a question. Sheen.
Now, eggshell
for wall or for trim?
Wall. I use semi-gloss for trim and eggshell for the walls.
Yeah.
That's my go-to.
I think every time I paint something, I text Jamie about what sheen, or Brett. I'm like, what sheen do I use?
It's funny because on almost every rental, it's flat.
It's flat. I know we wanted flat, but it doesn't clean as easy.
It doesn't. But the walls. But these are old houses.
But they're all warped up.
They're as straight as they can be.
Yes. Super straight.
And that's.
I think I did do flat in that old house.
Yeah.
I think this is eggshell.
I would have. Yeah. This is definitely
not flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get people a tour, Ben.
It's hard to find time to.
I know.
Repaint. A lot of people hate painting. I bet if you took a survey, is there a survey out there, Brett?
I'm sure there is.
I'm sure. What percentage of people
actually
hate painting? I'm going to get Breck to look it up because
like house painting.
Yeah, I think most people just say I hate painting. Everybody I talk to, even my own crew.
Well, that's when we were remodeling our house, and it took like a year, but I was working on it after work. It's this, and it got to the point of painting. And I was like, oh, my wife's going to help. This will be great. I'll have a little bit of help.
You had a romantic idea.
I was like, yeah, we can paint together. And she goes, no, we're just going to hire somebody. I'm like, out of all the things that we've done on this house, and we haven't wanted to hire somebody, now you want to hire somebody because you have to. You're going to have to help. I mean, Brett, he's looking at me. He remembers this.
Because you did it though, right?
Yep.
You didn't hire somebody.
No,
I wouldn't either. I mean, I like painting somewhat. Well, let me tell you some of the reasons why I like painting, because some people might say, well, that's crazy. And it's because compared to all the other things I do, I don't have to wear a tool belt. I don't have to carry heavy boards. You have to do, ladders and scaffolds sometimes. But there's no real thinking. I mean, there can be. It could get tricky every now and then. I'm not going to tell you why. But in general, you're not doing complicated math, right? So it's really painting is the lack of doing other things in a way that I like it.
Huh.
And plus there's that visual satisfaction of seeing it get painted.
Right.
That's something special. And the smell of it.
The VOCs.
The smell of it.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, but I like the smell of drywall dust and cigarettes. Because that means my brain says, this house is almost done.
That means Rex and Lex are working at the house. Yeah. Is what that means.
So when I smell drywall dust, cigarettes, and paint fumes, I'm happy.
Can we quote that somewhere? That is a shirt or a sticker. Drywall dust, cigarettes, and paint fumes.
That means we're almost done. Let's celebrate. All right, moving on.
No, we're not done.
Brett didn't give us the stats.
No, there isn't one.
No stat.
There isn't, but it is generally assumed that people do not like to paint.
All right, we'll have to conduct a survey.
Well, when at our house, we had, before we painted the ceiling, it was popcorn. So we had to remove the popcorn. Have you ever done that?
I have not, no.
Oh, I'm surprised to know your houses that you buy too old.
This was before popcorn was invented.
But anyway, I had found a way to use a Hudson sprayer with water to wet the popcorn ceiling and then go with a scraper and just scrape it right off.
How about that?
It worked. Unless it works, it worked really well. Except there was a couple rooms that they had painted the popcorn. So the water didn't work.
I don't know what you do there.
I added another layer of drywall.
Did you really?
I doubled up.
You just screwed drywall over it.
Yeah, quarter inch.
I doubled the drywall.
Wow. That's a great idea. I've only sanded down some textured, is it stippled?
Why are you asking me?
Oh, you mean
you're an expert on
like textured
drywall. Like sponge applied. Anyway, it was hard to sand down. I did. And I didn't sand it all away. I sanded it to where it didn't look like a upside down lemon meringue pie cake anymore.
It is called a stipple texture.
Is it?
That is what my entire house is done. Because my house was old mason like drywall from the 50s, the wood paneling, which they then stippled over.
Nice.
And then so they just blended my entire house, so they stippled the whole thing. Ceilings, walls, everything. I hate it. but there is no way to undo it.
You should have made him undo it before you bought it as a stipulation in your contract.
Yeah, I would have had to pay. You're right. I should have, but oh gosh. But I cannot stand it. Sucks. It's the least favorite thing about my whole house.
I'm sorry about that. Didn't know. All right. Well, this has been a sad subject here. It's going downhill fast. All right. I would like to sand and refinish my floors.
Yeah.
They're not terrible, but that's a big job. You got furniture in the house. How are you going to do that? I don't know if I'll ever do it. Yeah. I may never do it. I thought about doing it one room at a time, actually, but then you got, potential for there to be for you to see where the finish stops and starts.
Yeah.
I don't want that. All right. Fix the drywall, nail pops. There's some nail pops. Yeah, because, the wood, when you build your house, even with kiln dried framing wood, and everything is good, and your foundation's good, and your framing is solid, and everything's great, you can still have nail pops, by the way.
Okay.
And it's not anybody's fault necessarily, even because the wood still has moisture content in it that will leave the wood. And so the wood will shrink still, unless you use like an engineered wood, like, stranded studs or something.
You're reading this list, and I hope Brett is writing a new list, because you're reading it, and all I hear is more let Jaime talk in the wild video opportunities.
Is that what you hear?
No.
Okay.
It's like everything, it's like how to fix this stuff drywall wise in your house. Like, so when you do it,
if you're suggesting that we should make videos of all this stuff getting fixed, that's a lot of stuff.
It is, but it would check off your list.
Okay, moving on.
So maybe you shouldn't have let us know about it more than you shouldn't let your wife know about it.
Okay. All right, I need to dust the chandelier. That's on my list. I have a chandelier. The original one, it's about 12 feet high in the entry. All right, you have to get a big ladder in there and clean it.
Every 15 years?
That's my job. At least every 15 years, or when the bulbs go out. All right, swap the fans on the deck and add can lights. All right, I got to tell you something that I really hate. My fans on the deck. And when I first built the house, we only had lights on the deck.
Okay.
2 lights. 10 by 20 deck, 2 lights equally spaced. And then I was like, man, it's hot out here. I should take the lights down and put in fans. And so I went and bought 2 fans that I thought I liked. I crawled through the attic, and it was really hot in there, in very little room. And I put a 2x4, like a piece of blocking, to mount the fan to. Because if you don't know, you should not just take a light down and mount a fan on your light box, because a light box is not a fan box.
Right.
It happens every day, but it's very bad. A fan is a lot heavier than a light usually, and there's the dynamic movement of the fan, of course, that a light does not have any movement.
And if it's out of balance,
it'll just wobble its way right out until it jumps off the ceiling and lands on you. All right, so I put fans in, and now I only had one light switch. Okay. It was just for the lights. So I got a fan. Now a fan has 2 functions. The ones that I got have a light and a fan. So how do you control separately
a remote?
A remote. Good. Now, the problem with the remote is I got 2 identical fans and 2 identical remotes, and I don't know if they're programmed separately or whatnot, and the batteries always die. And so now, like, maybe one of the remotes works, but it sometimes will operate both of the fans because they're on the same frequency.
You can change that.
Okay, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. All right.
There should be 4 little, like on mine.
Yeah.
I have the same setup, but it has 4 little, like 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D. And you just change those little
dip switches.
Yep. I guess that's what they're called.
I think they are. I don't know why they're called that, but okay. A lot of the amps I use have dip switches on the back for different selections. Or whatever.
You should be able to fix. I fixed one of your problems.
I appreciate that. Well, I'm going to fix it by taking them down and chucking them in the dumpster. No, the problem is I hate the remotes because they're terrible.
Yeah.
All right. And so what I want to do is take the fans down, and I want to put in some old school pull chain fans.
Gotcha.
Because I can't deal with the remote thing anymore.
Yeah.
I just, there's something about it that really just... Yeah.
Well, our fan in our main room, our living room, is set up this way. And I think it's been 3 or 4 years now that we haven't had the remote, because I think my kid either threw it away or
the dog ate it.
Well, it's gone. So we haven't had air movement from a fan in that room, and it's missed. So that's on my list as well. Is to replace the fan.
Well, we're smart enough now, at least when we wire a new house, that we put in a fan wire or, a 12-3, red, white, black, ground.
Yeah.
There's 4 wires in it. It's called a 3. Go figure.
You gotta love it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do that in my house, so not there anyway. I did in other places. But what I want to do is just put up fans that don't have lights. Okay, just fans because they're more low profile. I got an 8-foot ceiling out there, right? I don't like the light hangs down a little too low, and then I want to put can lights in. So I'm going to be back in the attic, putting in can lights, cutting out some holes, and finding the trusses and all that. Or I blow the whole roof off of it, rip the trusses off, tear the ceiling down, take all the handrails down, and I go out another 10 feet. And that's going to be a big process, though. And then I can do a vaulted ceiling.
And then you can connect it. You can connect them together.
All right. Well, that's why I'm stuck in indecision because I want to do something really cool. But I know it's going to cost a lot of money.
That'd be a cool deck.
It would be. It'd be amazing. And I spend a lot of time out there, and so I think it might be worth it. Anyway, do you want me to keep going, or you want to take a little break here?
That's a good tweener project.
It might take a month.
That's a good tweener project.
I guess.
That's like drywall at a mega mansion.
It's taken a long time.
Yeah. A lot of cigarettes.
They're doing it. They're getting it done.
Do you make them clean their own cigarettes? Do they have like a...
Yeah, they clean up pretty good, actually. They sweep up all the stuff. They throw away all the scrap drywall material. They leave it in pretty good state. Yep.
No break.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
We're here to work.
Dust the chandelier, swap the thing, replace the front door frosted glass.
Oh, you've talked about this.
Have I told you about that?
Yeah.
Okay, I got frosted glass in my door. It's a 3/4 light, maybe full glass. No, 3/4.
Because your cats can only see out one little...
Yeah, my cats, they need to be able to see outside better. I don't know why I thought the frosted glass was cool at that time.
I mean, you're an old soul, so we'll just...
That's why the cats peel the wallpaper.
It drives them crazy.
Yeah,
it is right beside the door. It actually is literally right beside that door.
They're like, I really wish I could see out.
I'm going to scratch this wall.
I think I've said the same thing, but I have the same problem in my house. I have 2 doors that have that frosted glass, and I can't stand it. I mean, it came that way, but...
I have one now.
And it is replaceable, though.
It is totally replaceable, and I've looked it up and just gotten so far as to said, why don't I pull the trigger and just...
All right. Well, when you get the courage to do it, let me know.
Well, why don't we just call a glass company and have them come out and just do it?
I think that's a better idea.
Let's just do it. I'll do it.
Okay. I dare you. You call them.
What? You're the contractor. You have glass companies on speed dial. Ben needs a new. Ben needs a whole new.
I have a homemade frosted glass door.
Oh man.
Yeah. By throwing a rock at it.
Okay.
With the weed eater.
Bummer. All right. Replace the carpets. I got original carpet in my house. 15 years old. Now, it's not that bad, but there's wear patterns from furniture and traffic. And my cats. Dude, the cats, if you have pets in your house, you just may as well double your to-do list. Because they destroy your house. They tear up all the seals on the doors, the gaskets. They like scratch and claw the little seals until they're gone.
Your cats are bored.
All right. And then they pick at the carpet. If you close the door, and then they start picking the carpet with their little sharp claws.
Because they're indoor-outdoor cats, right?
Yeah, they are. They shred the carpets.
They have a cat door? They have a cat door anywhere?
Yeah, into the basement. I put them in a nice deluxe cat door. Because
but not to the outside. They can't come and go as they please.
No, because then other stuff comes and goes as it pleases. No. Raccoons.
No.
Foxes, coyotes, deer.
I have one of those doors that you can set it where they can only go out, nothing can come in. So they can, it's like if they're bored, they want to go out and have at it.
Okay. Well, I did.
If you want to come back in, you got to jump in the window so I can see you. So I know you want back in.
Yeah. They'll be climbing the screens. My cats have shredded my window screens. This isn't even on the list, but I pulled my screens out of the windows. They're sitting on the front porch to take down to the hardware store and have them rescreened.
What if your screen frame gets messed up? Like I have whatever. What happened to I have like
your
one screen in each. No, when we bought the house.
No. Well, you can get a new screen made. Like they have the edge material, the metal part. Like you can just tell them what size you want it, and they'll make you a new one. Or you can take the old busted up one down there and say, "Make me a new one."
Gotcha.
They'll make the whole thing. Yep. All right. So screens because of my cats.
Who's they?
Mike at Ace.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So your local
Mike in the back.
Your local hardware store.
Yeah, and it probably would have to be a local hardware store.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know that like big box stores offer that kind of service.
Yeah.
But yeah, ours does.
Well, ours isn't a big box store.
No. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, the carpets. All right. That was carpet can last a long time. It's just how long are you willing to look at it?
Yeah, but replacing it is.
It's expensive. I have.
So you wouldn't do that yourself?
No, I have tried to install carpet once because I got talked into it.
Yeah.
And it's terrible. Of all the things I could say I never want to do, it's like installing carpet is really hard work. Seriously.
Yep.
Especially the knee kicker.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done one? You don't want to.
No.
Trust me, your knees will hate you. All right. Fix the shingles on top of my roof. My shingles blow off my roof when it's really windy because I nailed them wrong.
Yeah.
Nailed too high.
Ooh.
Yeah. So they're all torn through. The nails are torn through the shingle.
And this was early in your building career.
Oh, yeah. That's why I don't roof roofs because I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, nail where they say to on the shingle, not above.
That's not awesome because you roofed BCO things.
It's not better. Oh, well,
that was later. That was
any shingles,
that was later in his career.
I have not lost any shingles, but you're right. It was later in his career.
Yeah.
I learned on my own place and messed it up. Tear out the pavers on my sidewalk. Okay, I have a little paver entrance to my front porch from the driveway. It's about 12 feet long, about 4 or 5 feet wide.
That you just bleached.
I'm going to bleach it some more. There's weeds growing up in between all the pavers. They are moldy looking. I can't pressure wash them because there's like there's supposed to be sand in between the joints, right? Mm-hmm. But now anymore, I don't think there is. Just weeds.
Right.
The weeds have replaced the sand. So if you go to pressure wash it, it'll all just blast whatever is in there. It'll make a huge mess. It's terrible. And the edge, at the edges, the ones on the edges are going away. They're spreading and separating. Right. So I thought about driving little stakes in to hold them in place. Or I want to tear. What I'd like to do is get rid of it all and pour a concrete sidewalk.
Mm-hmm. No weeds in that.
No weeds
until it cracks.
No, I'll put cuts in it. It'll be good. All right, I need to plant grass in my yard because I dug a little spot. Now
those are called expansion joints.
Yeah, there you go. We need some. I need to replace my decking. We talked about that a little bit. And I need to install a dehumidifier in my basement. And
what do you mean, like install? Then you just go buy one and plug it in?
Well, you can. There's the ones that like roll around, little white ones. You see them everywhere. Mm-hmm. But I'm getting actually Santa Fe, the brand Santa Fe that makes dehumidifiers. They're like really commercial grade, heavy duty grade, but for houses or whatever. They have every probably application. But they're going to send me one soon that I'm looking forward to getting to put in my basement where my wood shop is, because all the wood that I have is kiln dried wood. Mm-hmm. And if it sits in a basement that has moisture in it, like mine might, then it's taking on moisture. And then you build a beautiful wood project, like a piece of furniture, and it looks great. And then eventually the wood dries again if you bring it into an air conditioned space, because my basement is not heated or air conditioned.
I guess I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is just, it's a cellar, if you will. But it actually is perfect temperature down there, but there's no humidity control.
Gotcha.
And so I found that some of the projects that I've done, they look great when I finish them, and then they go into a house that is
they dry out. Yeah,
and then something bows or warps, and so anyway, I need to upgrade my dehumidifier game here, and I'm gonna do that soon. That's actually all I have on my list for right now.
Can you over dehumidify? Can you remove too much moisture from a house after the fact?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, you can. I mean,
you can.
Yeah.
If you
you're supposed to have the dehumidifier set to whatever, 50 or like relative humidity.
50's pretty dry.
Right. I mean, between 50 and 60, something like that.
Sure.
Right. You're not supposed to turn it on max and just let it run forever, I don't think. But
probably not.
Yeah. You should keep that open, because what if my list of things that I've done research on, you need to add? You might need another page.
I don't need to add anything to this. I need to get something knocked off of this list before I go adding. Right. But go ahead.
Well, I'm going to talk about these things real quick just to see if it's things that you do. Because
what is this list you're talking about?
I wanted to do. I did a little research on just like what are most people's, like in the internet, like searching for how-tos when it comes to like pesky maintenance.
Okay.
We call it, we as in I.
Okay.
But anyway,
let's see what you got.
Leaky faucets. Like fixing a leaky faucet, like the O-ring in there, and then you're supposed to clean out those aerators.
Yeah, the aerators. Yeah, we talked about that just a little bit.
So Brett and I are dealing with a lot of leaky faucets at the bakery right now. So
are they leaking into the sink?
No, it's the actual. Yeah, they are, but it's like the faucet handle. It just gets worn out.
Well, the faucet handles. Yeah, no. But I don't have that problem, but I do have a shower valve or thing that whistles that I need to figure out.
Add it to your list, Jamie.
It does.
It's not on there.
All right. Bad tub shower valve.
The unclogging drains. Do you ever have to deal with that?
Oh yeah.
Now, are you a Drano user or are you like a snake to drain?
I had to do a special little trick. Usually ours gets hair in it. Shower drain, sink drains in the bathroom, and I take a little piece of copper wire, like a number 14. Out of a piece of house wire, and I bend a little hook in the end, and I just go fishing. And I just spin it around in there a couple times, see if I can catch something.
Gotcha.
And usually I do.
Fun times.
Usually it looks like a giant wet dead rat. That's what I pull out of there.
I mean, Ben, when you we own rentals.
Yeah. Right.
That has to happen way more often than you think.
So you're talking about the shower drain a lot.
Yeah, the shower drain.
Which should be, it's a 2-inch drain.
I don't know, but it's got a metal grill on it that,
I'm just saying, even in old houses, are they all sort of about 2-inch PVC on there coming out of that?
Probably. Yeah. Should be. So yeah, I have to clean the drains and make sure that the tubs and sinks are draining quickly, make sure they're not slow. And almost always, that's what it is. I don't ever hardly have to clean the P-trap out.
Right.
Like that's not where it's stuck. It's something like hair. It gets stuck on
It's got a hairball.
The part of the drain that operates whether you want to close or open the stopper.
Yeah.
What is it called? Is it stopper?
It's called stopper.
Okay. There's a mechanical part of that thing that the hairs get stuck on.
Gotcha.
And then one by one, hairs
Just
get added to it. Very slowly.
All right.
Into a very nasty, slimy hairball.
Evidently, there's baking soda and vinegar method you could use on that.
Gross.
Have you ever done that?
No, but I do boiling hot water and soap.
Really?
For hair?
Well, down like instead of a Drano.
Yeah. Right.
Boiling hot water and soap.
Don't do Drano. Really?
Yeah, you shouldn't. I guess it's bad.
It's not great.
Never used it really.
It's not good for the sewer system.
It's not good,
for your septic.
Yeah. The bugs don't like the Drano.
Okay.
So, and that's the go-to. I bet you Ace, our local Ace, I can't even imagine how much Drano they sell.
Well, they might.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway.
Around here, we just got a lot of old houses with a lot of old pipes, And people are like, oh, get a Drano. Is Drano a brand or is it
I would bet it is.
I think that's a brand.
I would bet
it's a brand.
It's probably the original.
So it's like Xerox.
Right.
Or Kleenex.
Sawzall. Skill saw.
Yeah.
Skill saw.
Yeah.
Skill is a brand.
Man, patching drywall.
Patching drywall.
See, it's on it. So those two line up. So that's definitely got to be a video. Cleaning gutters.
Yes.
There's another one. Changing air filters. That's not on your list.
I'm usually on that I'm pretty
How
good.
often?
Not enough.
Yeah.
You can't change them too much.
Especially with pets, though. You can't change them too much?
No, I mean, just keeping the maximum amount of airflow so your fan is not choking in there and trying to, move air that's not going to go anywhere.
I have to change mine way more often than I want to.
Well, and with rentals, too, we have to keep on top of that, which I'm probably behind. So
check them out.
I'm going to have to just start, when people are there, I can't go in and do it. And so,
Sealing windows and doors with weather stripping.
Yeah, we'll call that same as mine.
Yeah.
With the door strips, the cats.
Do you ever redo like caulk anywhere?
Only when I repaint, usually.
Okay.
And I didn't do a great job caulking when I built my house. I did an okay job maybe. When I redid I repainted the whole outside of my house like 2 or 3 years ago. And I redid pretty much all the caulking too, especially around the windows.
I need to on mine. You've probably seen it.
I didn't see it because I didn't look.
Well, don't look too close.
But
because I think you've talked about putting siding together.
Yes.
And how, leaving this, whether to butt them together tight,
right,
or to leave a gap for caulk. And when I had my house done, it was not done. There's separation, and there's no caulk there now. Well, that's
good. If there's separation, then you can put some caulk in it.
I know. I'm just saying I can see the flashing in spots now. That's behind, that.
Okay.
So it's like, and you can see the cracked caulk and stuff. But that's a whole process because you got to do that, and then you got to repaint the whole side of that house.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. So I put. Okay. When I did my house, I didn't leave room for the caulk gap.
Right.
Like, say, the window trim to the window, a vinyl window. You should leave 1/8 of an inch to maybe 3/16 so that you can actually put your sealant there. And it has a place to live and be forever to do its little sealant job. That's very important. Now, if you put your trim tight to it, there's no place for the sealant to live.
Right.
And that's what I did on my whole house. As much as I love flashing, I don't even have flashing above my windows. It's all just caulked. And it has done well. It really has. But the thing is, where water can get in and you didn't leave room for that caulk gap, and then maybe you caulk the surface, but then it cracks because the caulk needs a certain amount of thickness of itself to do its job of being able to expand and stretch and not tear apart. So when you just caulk over the surface, your materials might shrink apart from each other, and then that little tiny thin layer of caulk over the surface will just break or not be able to stretch. And
I think that's what happened with mine.
Yeah.
It's like they butted them together, they separated.
Yep.
And now there's
smear a little bit on the surface. It does nothing.
Right. So now there's a big crack that needs more caulk.
Exactly. So I literally took a knife, like a utility knife, a sharp one, really brand new blade, and I changed it like every window. And I cut like a deep groove into the joint where there was miters on my window trim. And the same thing, I didn't caulk them, I didn't glue them together. I just painted over the surface. And so I actually cut a caulk groove maybe into each one, and I recaulked them all when I repainted.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Could you use like an elastomeric paint or something? If let's say you've got an old house, right, and you're going to have this problem. Instead of doing what you just described, could you use a paint with like a little bit of elasticity to it? Like what? Like we used a paint like that on the roof, right?
Oh, we did. Yeah, like a silicone based paint.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's more expensive, but
I don't know. I just don't know. I wouldn't probably recommend that as they have companies now that do this. Is it vinyl paint coat or some kind of? They do that. There's people that do that spray your whole house. It's a spray application. And it's like a 15-year. We even talked about that once, right?
Not in here,
Back
I don't think.
In the old house, the first one that we did.
Oh, we did, yes. Not on this show.
Where we had really cracked wood siding that was like debatably, should we tear it off? Should we replace it? But anyway, yeah, so you can get companies that will spray on a paint-like stuff, but it's not just paint. It's like a vinyl infused or silicone-based. Something that'll stretch and cover gaps and cracks and be there forever. Like a candy shell.
A rhino liner.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Rhino line your house.
I don't know what you do when that goes bad and you have to redo it after that, though. I don't know.
Just tear it down.
Do it again.
Build a new one.
All right. What's after caulking?
All right. Let's say if you had a running toilet, would you fix it yourself or would you call a plumber?
I almost always call the plumber.
Really?
I do. For some reason, plumbing is not something that I'm interested in fixing. I don't know if it's that I'm scared of it because there's water in it. I have, all right, my tile. I hired somebody to lay my tile in my bathrooms, and it's not perfectly level, and it's uneven, and the toilet doesn't sit even, and the seal in the toilet has gone bad.
The wax ring.
And so over time, it has leaked. And the only reason I can tell is not that there's water running out from under it, like not a large volume of leaking, but the grout lines out from under the toilet look dark, like wet. And I've pulled both of these toilets, these two, and there's 3 of them really. But the 2 of them, I've pulled them off a couple times trying to see what is wrong with it. And I don't know that I ever really fixed it. So it's still messed up. That should be on my list. But as far as the leaking...
Yeah, but just call the plumber.
Exactly. I need to. A running toilet, though, the guts, and we call them the guts, but the parts inside that make the water fill up, and then there's a float switch, and then
rebuilding the back of it.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably not.
But you've never done that.
No, but I have hired my plumber to do it, and he'll kind of hot rod them up a little bit, make them swoosh a little bit better.
Hot rod them up.
Yeah. I don't know how they do it. I didn't ask. I just said, make this thing, turbo.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Yeah. So the other things. So how to paint a room. That's definitely like how to repaint a room. So that's definitely a process that we'll have to.
I love paint rooms, dude. I can't wait.
Maintain a lawn is on here, which we did a whole episode sort of on that, but not the specifics of that. Mm-hmm. The replacing light fixtures.
Yep. By the way, you can still get shocked if the light switch is off. Just a little side note.
Right.
Depending on how it got wired. So watch out for that if you're going to change your own light.
And then there's this quick little checklist I have here.
Okay.
That it's called a small home maintenance checklist.
Okay.
Check monthly. Your GFCI outlets.
Haven't done that in 15 years.
The check for water leaks under the sink.
Nope.
Clean window and door tracks.
I do that periodically.
Listen for squeaky hinges.
I hear them.
And lubricate as needed.
I hear them all the time. Squeaky hinges.
What will you lubricate them with?
Grease.
Any particular kind? Is that
like white lithium grease?
Not WD-40.
No, because WD-40 is actually like a solvent. It's actually not much of a lubricant. It probably says that on the can. Although it will temporarily, it's a very thin. If it offers any lubricating characteristics, it's not a great lubricant. Now, the WD-40 brand does make lubricants too, though.
Right.
Because WD-40 can be one of those names that is synonymous with its function, but there's also other brands. But anyway, I don't like spraying them. I don't like to use any spray stuff on my hinges because I don't want to spray anything like if some gets on the paint or some gets on the trim. Because next time you go to paint your trim or your door and you don't know that there's residue from a lubricant that you sprayed on there 10 years ago or whatever. So if you're going to paint around doors, I would recommend you actually use like a warm soapy rag and actually clean the trim real good in the door or the area that you're going to paint. Because if it's near a hinge, it's likely to have gotten some kind of greasy, oily spray.
And the paint's not going to adhere.
It's not going to stick. It's gonna like what do they call it? Fish eye, and not. It's going to be bad. It's bad stuff.
Huh. What is the black stuff around hinges that comes off on door jambs and stuff over time?
I think it's metal.
It's just metal.
I think it's metal from the wear of the hinge itself.
Okay. And can you say again what's the lubricant that you would use?
I just pulled the pin out and I put a small amount of like white lithium grease on the pin and I shove it back in there, and then I use like a cleaning cloth and I wipe, because some will come off when you hammer it back down in there. I wipe it off real good to make sure it's clean. And then that usually lasts a long time. I've had to pull some pins on mine though. Every now and then I'll get one that squeaks or pops, I had some that popped really bad. Like they would pop, pop, pop. Weird. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
You rewind it if you want to hear it again.
Yeah.
And so I made a mistake when I hung the doors on my own house. My exterior doors are all pre-hung. And usually that's what, there's not a lot of people hanging their own exterior doors because it comes with the gasket and the threshold and all that stuff. And you don't really want to mess with that yourself if you can help it. But all the interior doors, I bought plain door slabs and I routed the hinge mortises into the doors. I routed the trim with the latch plate and the hinges. And I drilled the doors. I mean, I bored the holes for the handles and the striker and all that. All right. So, and I made jigs for this too. I didn't just like freehand it willy nilly. And I've got some actually way better jigs now than I ever had. And now I don't even do it. But the problem is that my hinge, if you can imagine the 3 hinge pins, they need to be perfectly in line with each other because the door itself will swing in one motion. And if your hinge pins are ever so slightly out of alignment with each other because you didn't route the recesses for the hinges perfectly straight, then they're going to be in conflict with each other as they all try to swing around a single pivot point, but they're all slightly angled, maybe a little different.
Yeah.
It's very possible for that to happen. I have done it in my own house. And then they get in a bind at different points of motion in the door. All right. I'm just saying.
And then they and
then they squeak, pop, do weird stuff, close themselves. The door can close itself because it's almost creates like a spring hinge thing. Or every now and then we'll have a door that just, if you just swing it to where it's almost closed, but it doesn't latch, it will just open itself.
Gotcha.
Either if you didn't get it hung perfectly level, or if there's some other kind of binding, springing action that's happening in the hinges. We call that a ghost door. I don't know if that's a technical term for it, but so when you have one of those, and I've had to fix one or two in other people's houses that I've built, they say, hey, this door won't stay shut if I just don't latch it and it'll just swing open. And so we just pop one of the hinge pins out and like smack it with a hammer, bend it a little bit, and just hammer it back in. It's kind of secures it up a little bit.
Is the homeowner standing there watching when you
it's
do
wedged?
that?
Yeah, that's right. It's got some self-tensioned stress in each hinge enough to put it in a bind, really, is what we're trying to do.
Guaranteed to squeak in 5 years or less.
Hey, you put some grease on that and then walk away.
Some white lithium
Change
grease.
your phone number. You'll never get a call about it again.
I mean, to add to that, one thing that people, and I have doors all the time, right? They just get out of whack. And so they're just not square with the jamb anymore. And that's a pain. And it's not that simple to readjust that if you don't know what you're doing.
It's not always simple.
I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, you're like, should I bend this? Or what if I bend it the wrong way? It's kind of like cutting crown molding. It's backwards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And my greatest fear of that, fixing doors like that, is the French door dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
French doors, man, are so hard to get to shut perfectly, properly, and to latch. And if one door, latches and the other one opens to it, and then, if they have to be perfectly flush at the top and perfectly flush at the bottom with each other. I tell people, guaranteed, if you want me to put a French door in your house and that they won't line up. That's what I'm telling them.
Right.
We got a 5% chance that this is going to line up.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my best, even with my best. Because if a door is twisted a little bit, you can't untwist it.
Or if your house settles a little bit.
Twist it, yeah. Or if both jams, you can try to hang both jams perfectly plumb. But even if you do, it's still not guaranteed that the door is going to stay flat over time. It's bad. So I just tell them it's not going to be good. You can do. I will put it in for you, but I can't promise you're going to love it.
Well, I'm glad you don't oversell them on the idea.
I don't.
Yeah. Every 3 months, vacuum refrigerator coils. Have you ever done that?
Not yet.
Yeah.
But I have my original fridge, and I bet it's overdue.
Yeah. You should do it
based on that.
It helps it. It helps it. It does help it run better. That was. I used to work on appliances, and that was one of the things. It was like, my refrigerator is not really cooling that well, and you like open the bottom of it, and it's just like caked.
You can do it without taking it out of the.
You can do it from the front.
The front.
Usually, okay, they're on the bottom. The things you're talking about.
Yep.
Okay.
Usually, if you pull it out, though, it's good. The fans in the back, and sometimes the fan can get built up with just like other fans.
I should just pull mine out.
Mm-hmm.
Add it to your list.
Yeah. Clean exhaust fan covers in the bathroom.
Ooh, I have done that.
You have done that one. That's one of my things when I go to like other like businesses or places, like people's homes, and you like look up and you're like, they didn't do that, or they haven't.
No, I have done that recently. I actually just painted, and I painted the plastic cover on mine. Yeah, it was white when I bought it. It turned yellow, like the plastic itself turned yellowy looking. Mm-hmm. You can't clean it off. It is yellow.
It just matches your trim now.
Yeah, it was beyond that.
I mean, that's a good tip. So what'd you paint it with? Because mine are yellow. I need to do that.
Are they? Yeah. I don't know what it is about those particular covers. I took it down to the shop in the sink and I cleaned it really thoroughly. Mm-hmm. With soap, water, and a scrub brush. I went nuts, cleaned it, dried it with a air compressor, and then set it out in the sun, make sure it was totally dry. And I bought this spray paint that is made to spray on plastic.
Gotcha.
So not all spray paint is made to spray on plastic, but there are some, and it worked great. Yeah, I sprayed the inside, the backside of it too, because of all the little vent slots and everything. You can see through it. So I sprayed the inside of it that you don't see. I flipped it over and sprayed the part that you see. Now,
do you have a vent fan heater combo anywhere?
Yep.
Do you think and the paint's safe for that?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe that's why it turned yellow.
No, I'm asking. They all turn yellow.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. No, I don't know. But it is a heat fan light combo.
Yeah.
There's 3 switches.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right.
I hate fans like that. I mean, they all eventually, the bearings wear out, they squeak, they rattle, they get off balance. And then you're looking at a hole that's got a dimension and they don't make that size anymore. So you're just stuck. You're either dealing with it, which is what I'm doing, or you're cutting a new hole.
Yeah.
And then you got to hope the hole is, then you have to go bigger because you can't, in my house, you can't patch because I have stippled drywall.
Oh, man.
These are real world problems.
Still on the 3-month list here. Rotate your mattress.
I need to buy a new mattress. What do they?
Have you ever rotated it?
Rotate? What are you even talking about? Rotate it? I only got one bed. How can I rotate it? I don't have 4 beds to rotate them.
No, you just you rotate it 180.
I guess. I don't know. No. The answer is
Never spun your mattress.
No, but I did hear that.
Holy moly.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Dude, I spin mine a lot.
Why don't I just sleep on the other side of the bed and tell my wife that we're switching spots for 6 months?
Yeah. My wife's against that for some reason.
I don't know. I do need to buy it. We talked about mattresses, remember?
Yeah.
And you told me
you got lots of
told
suggestions.
me what was the brand to buy?
Oh, my gosh. What did I tell you?
You told me a brand, and I actually thought about it, and I actually looked them up.
Brooklyn Bedding.
Brooklyn Bedding.
Yeah. It used to be Arctic Dreams, but now Brooklyn Bedding.
Brooklyn Bedding. I'm still going to look them up.
Okay.
I'm still going to get a new mattress.
On the list.
Because I need one bad.
Inspect and clean dryer vents. And
That's a good one.
Not just the lint trap.
Right. No,
the actual vent.
The outside part.
Yes.
The termination, we would call it.
Or in the actual...
Or in the vent.
The vent tube itself. Like, pull your dryer out, disconnect the tube, and make sure that's cleaned out. Because lint can build up in that.
In the event that it got built up in there, it could be bad.
Yeah, that's a big... I mean, that's probably I don't know what it is on the level of fire risk for homes, but I'd say it's pretty high.
I mean, there's codes written for distance from the dryer to the outside, how many 90s it can have in it. Can it be, it has to be rigid if it's over a certain distance. It can't be this. Right. But you're right, man. It's like, that is.
I've seen some long runs for dryer somebody running flex dryer vent with like swoops, just like swoops
it's got a P-trap.
And I'm just like, there's lint in there. I don't know if you've ever taken that down, but I guarantee you there's, because I know there's dampness in there.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, it's the perfect sticky, lint and humidity together. Yeah. And make sure that the termination, that's the worst part to get stopped up. The little grill, the little grate at the end, I take them off if they come with one. So that it just has the flapper, no net thingy at the end. No, get rid of those.
You want the rodents in there.
Hey, they'll get blasted out every now and then if they get in there.
Yeah, they're in there. They're not living for long.
All right. Caulking around tubs and showers, sinks. Have you ever had to redo that or check that?
I have never redone it, but I don't have caulk around my sinks.
Oh.
It's grout.
Gotcha.
But you should have grout caulk, maybe. And it does need attention. Yeah. But I haven't done it.
Annually. This is the annual list, and we're almost done.
This is... Yeah. Okay.
Flush your water heater.
I flush the toilet. Does that count? No. Flush the water heater. Water goes through it all the time. What do you mean flush it?
It's just sediment builds up in the water heater.
Yeah, drain it.
Yeah, over time.
Drain it? Out the bottom?
Yeah.
I mean, I know that I'm supposed to do that, but I've never done it.
That has never been on my list ever.
I'm just saying.
I'll do it now.
Replace smoke and carbon monoxide detector batteries.
I do that. Yep, I'm pretty good to do the batteries.
And for the rentals.
We do it.
All the time. Sometimes they go bad too, and they chirp even if you put new batteries in them. They drive you crazy.
We had one of those recently, and it was a nightmare.
Yep. People don't like that.
Mm-mm. No, that's a horrible thing. Drain and shut off outdoor faucets before winter.
Yes. Oh, I'm big on that. And disconnect your hose.
Yeah. And drain your hose.
And drain the hose, disconnect the hose. That will freeze your faucet and the spigot every time if you leave the hose hooked up. I've done it. I've busted them. My own house for sure.
I buy the little hood too.
Yeah, little insulator. Cap.
Even though the only reason I do it for my house really is because my house is stone, so that I have there's a 5 or 6 inch gap where that copper pipe is still exposed. It's not inside a wall. It's inside a stone.
Yeah. I've actually never heard of this next one. Reset circuit breakers to help prevent corrosion. I've never heard of that.
I have never heard of doing that, but it does make sense.
And they just probably just mean flip them.
Yeah, just flip it back and forth a time or two, probably periodically, wouldn't hurt at all.
Man, you'd have to reset a lot of clocks.
Yeah. Yep. And then the last one is inspect for signs of structural wood rot around the home. But
that's a good general practice, I guess.
So, yeah.
Never done that.
It's a checklist. I can print it for you.
No, I'm good. I got it all written down here on my notepad.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff to do.
Being a homeowner is if you do it, if you want to keep your home nice and keep on top of this, it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. And I can't even keep up. I mean, houses is my thing.
Right.
And I'm nowhere close to, being up current to, I don't know who is. Do you know anybody that is?
I think you were just holding out for YouTube content. That's what it was.
Shoot.
You're just like, one day I'm going to make videos about this, so I'm not going to do it.
Well, there's a never-ending list of things that we could make videos about, I think. And that's good for us, I think, Well, maybe. I mean, maybe one day I'll say, Ben, all my stuff is done and I'm never doing it again. And we're good. So I'm sorry, we're out of content.
We're out of content.
I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. I think you'll have robots doing it by then. So we'll be good. So?
No. All right. Robot, get the hair out of my drain. Let me show you how I do it. Gosh.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
The best thing about having Jamie as a rental owner partner is that I call him when the drain's clogged.
Yeah. Dude, let me tell you what.
Jamie does the maintenance, just so everybody knows. We do equally distribute the workload.
Yeah,
that's
totally.
That's what he does to me as a business partner.
I guarantee it.
When the toilet's clogged,
that is not true, Ben.
Well, now you call the plumber, but remember when there was a pair of sunglasses stuck in the toilet at BCO, and I had to snake them out of there? Somebody just flushed a pair of sunglasses.
Whoops. They were probably sad as you. One time we had somebody that stopped up the disposal in the sink. They had put an entire grilled chicken in the disposal and tried to grind it up in there, and it didn't work.
Yep, it didn't.
It stalled that thing out until I don't know if it tripped the breaker or what, but I reached my hand in there and pulled that thing out.
There are things that you're not supposed to put in a disposal. Like, surprise, surprise to people. There are things that really shouldn't go in there, and even I think like eggshells are one of them. Like banana peels. I don't forget where the list is that I saw, but there's
Yeah.
There's
I don't use it just to get rid of every food scrap from every meal I ever made, which is not many, but
some people do.
It's like if it's leftover food on a plate, it might go down there.
Right.
But yeah, we don't use it to grind up, whatever. I don't know. Maybe some people do.
I think they do.
I mean, I put stuff in the trash can. I don't know, whatever.
Did we take that garbage disposal out of that house?
I don't remember.
It happened like 2 or 3 times. Like
we might have
different guests over a period of time. It's like, what is going on? People just assume they can put anything down there.
I would say too, if there's old plumbing involved, it may not be the best idea.
Yeah, probably not.
Because then people, I think, feel emboldened to be like, oh, it's a disposal, it'll go away. But it'll grind up and go down there.
I don't know. I'm still a fan of them though. I mean, I like them.
I do like it. Yeah.
I think it's a good idea. You
got to show me how to clean it though.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. Coming to a YouTube screen near you. Coming to a smart device near you.
Here you go, Ben. Top things to not put in a garbage disposal: grease, which hopefully everybody knows; fats, oils, bones, chicken bones; large amounts of starchy foods like pasta or rice; coffee grounds; and fibrous vegetables like celery or asparagus.
You didn't know coffee grounds?
No, I've been dumping those down the sink a long time.
You have not.
I have. I did for a long time.
That's like the worst thing.
Why is it so bad?
They form together. It's like dryer lint.
Oh, it makes it brick?
They can accumulate.
They accumulate because that's really...
My coffee doesn't accumulate.
Yes, it does. I bet there's somewhere in your system it has.
Whatever. Jamie's probably putting tea bags down there.
Yeah. No coffee grounds.
Are you not supposed to?
No coffee grounds down the sink.
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you, some restaurant owner or something?
No, I've had to clean out drains. My roommate used to dump all the coffee grounds from our coffee pot down the sink, basically. And then, one day, nothing was working. And I'm like, gosh, I don't want to call a plumber. We're going to have to figure this out.
Right.
So I started trying to figure it out. And look at all those coffee grounds that are coming out. Because I was like, what is all this black stuff?
Oh, man.
I'm like, that's coffee. And I was like, dude, have you been dumping coffee grounds? He's like, yeah. What else do you do with them? I'm like, put them in the trash.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you just dump them in your yard.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, it's good.
Well, you can. I mean, a lot of people, use them in their compost things, and
yeah,
it's good for your garden. You just got to balance it.
I just don't have a garden.
Make your soil too acidic. But yeah, same thing with grease. It doesn't go away when you dump it down the drain. It forms back up.
I bet you Jamie puts grease in there. I bet you Jamie is grilling some hamburger meat and just dumps that pan right down the.
Yeah.
I do not. Come on now. Barbecue grill. I use a grill.
Oh, all right.
I don't cook.
What? You don't cook ground beef in a frying pan ever?
My wife does. I don't cook ground beef like that.
You ask her where the grease goes?
With the grease,
I never asked.
You don't take a paper towel and wipe the grease out of the pan and throw it away and then wash the pan?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. That's what every responsible beef cooker does.
All right. Well, we've talked about a lot, and you're ready to go get started on your list. I can tell.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to knock it out today, probably all of this stuff, actually.
Mm-hmm. I'll make sure you video it.
I'm going to go do some weed whacking because we still got some follow-ups to do from our lawn mowing and weed whacking stuff.
That's true.
This is what the people need to see. So I feel obligated to go do it and share.
That's right.
You should throw Ben's lawnmower on a trailer.
Oh, right. You didn't bring the trailer.
No.
You brought a truck, no trailer.
Forgot.
You could lift it into the truck.
No, I'm
good.
No,
you can't.
I'm good.
All right.
Not his. It's too heavy.
You can lift mine into the truck.
All right, then. Well, I guess we'll move on.
Yeah. Well, that's us moving on as you wrapping this thing up.
Okay. I'm getting a look. Believe it or not, we've in whatever, we don't got nothing to hide, but we try to figure out how to communicate in our show here between the three of us if we need to tell each other something without just saying it on the microphone. So sometimes we text each other. Mm-hmm. But you said we could use AOL to send each other messages so we could know what's going on. Because I'm like, all right, well, that's a wrap. And you're like, no, we're not. We're not done. And anyway.
I was trying to make a funny reference of something that you might actually know what is, which is no longer a thing.
Well, I was Hotmail.
It's from the
Hotmail. I didn't do AOL.
That's email.
Yeah.
Emu?
AOL was like dial-up internet.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's where it started.
They had AIM, which was the first sort of instant messenger thing that I messed with, probably.
Oh, there was, oh man, there was a funny music video where there was a girl trying to chat in the video and they messed up and they used some kind of other chat thing. It was funny. That was a great story that doesn't make sense. All right, then, we're going to wrap it up with that. I wish I could tell you that, but all right. Well, we have gone over a lot of ground here today. So much.
Yeah.
I mean, so much stuff that I don't even know what to say other than to be curious. And if you don't know, just ask.
See you next time.